Every choice made, every action taken has consequences. Some will save lives. Some will result in dearth.
I've sacrificed everything searching for it. A world within a story whispered to me centuries ago.
Century.
Of a timeless power. Infinite in knowledge. Voracious in hunger. The entity. A realm so close to ours, but always out of reach. Until I found him. Frank Stone. My key. My killer. I am Augustine Lieber. And I'm about to change our worlds forever.
You know, I don't know why you'd do that, but good for you. Little frame droppy. Hopefully it'll clear up. Why do I get the feeling that this is not actually from the point of view of a dog? Great! Love that. Alright. What do we see? Hunt for missing infant continues. Cedar Steel Corp. Chapter 1, The Burning Maw, Cedar Steel Mill, 1963. Hello out there, and welcome to the casting of Frank Stone. And theoretically, that's not copyrighted music. I'm Eric with Perspective Gaming, and this is Behavior's, Dead by Daylight's interaction with Supermassive games made like Until Dawn and stuff. One of which we've played previously on the channel. So, love horror, love stupid B horror movie stuff. So we're here to have a good time.
I'm assuming you're the night watchman here.
I am.
Or just you? Covering the entire site?
Oh, no. I got help.
Where are they now? On duty?
Mother Manor. Merlin just goes where he pleases.
Merlin?
Our dog. Doberman Pinscher. Best friend a fella could ask for. Loyal to the seventh horn sounds. Trust him more than I trust myself.
I appreciate the pink color we went with for the old, country fella. We don't need to be concerned. I'm sure he's got
I
it.
need to ask you a few questions.
I'm yours to dispose of.
Can I have your name?
Thomas Jefferson Holt. Call me Tom.
Officer Sam Green. Tom, I want to talk to you about...
I know what about. That missing boy, right?
That's right.
You think he could be missing here?
This mill looks a big place.
Biggest in all Cedar Hills. But that don't make no difference.
Do you have something
Ain't no
more than it
funny
just
business
being
going
big?
on around here. Not undermining Merlin's noses.
We don't need to be suspicious
sound
of this
confident.
guy.
And rightly so.
Can I check your records?
Now, records.
The logbook, visitors to the mill, out-of-hour shifts, that sort of thing.
All right, right.
I've never taken a record in my life.
Gotta be here someplace.
Is that it? It's okay. Allow me. I see.
Discovery. Okay, so I'm guessing that the top one means you can only say it because you made the discovery. I mean, we might as well. This
Someone's
character's
been
gonna
faking the
die. It's the
entries.
first
No.
character in a
Oh.
supermassive game. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
guessing you, Tom.
Me?
Or maybe your partner Merlin helps you. Sounds like he's expected to pick up all your slack.
It ain't like that. I don't do it for me. I just gotta cover for some of them other fellas now and then. The ones who won't sign in or out.
Got any names for me?
What is it now? Hank, maybe? Oh, no. Fred something. Yeah, that's it. Fred something.
Come on, Tom.
I'm sorry, Sam. I don't remember.
Alcohol does tend to impair the memory.
That what you come out here for? To give a veteran a hard time about his medicinal practices?
No. I'm here because a child is missing. And every minute
It's so
wasted is
funny
another
they
chance
chose
gone to
pink
find
and
him.
pink for these.
Oh, you ain't gonna find him here.
voices.
I'd know it in my bones if that boy were within a mile of this mill.
We're being reasonable at this
All the
point.
same, I'd like to take a look around.
You wanna do my job for me? Be my guest.
It's not that I want to do the job for
Thank you
you.
for
It's
your
just
help, Tom.
we're all worried about a missing kid.
Happy to oblige.
Lure him in. Nothing suspicious about that foreshadowing. Especially given this is definitely not based in a franchise that's especially famous for hooking people through the chest, and we had a fishing thing. All right, time to learn how to walk around just long enough to get murdered. I'm noticing a little bit of choppiness on the frames. I think it's improved since we started, so hopefully you guys can forgive me for having slightly choppy footage. I don't make enough money off of this, aka I make no money off of this, so I can't really afford a like ultra nice computer, but I try my best. You also won't be getting it in 4K. I apologize. I literally can't look at 4K because of my monitors. Lots of just explosive barrels sitting around. Oh, ooh! It's a supermassive game with a sprint that's actually a sprint. It's not just jog slightly faster. So I want to do a quick perimeter sweep, make sure I'm not missing anything, and then I saw that little hole in the fence I could sidle through.
I can get in through there.
Or an open window. Yeah, come on, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Dog's missing. Merlin! King Arthur! Macbeth! Chief McLeod. Anything back here where I sidled? I soidled. Hello. Iridescent king. She promised to take away my pain, take away my nightmares. What an insane thing to find. I don't play Dead by Daylight very much. I've played a little bit. I'm just not one for competitive games very much, even though I love horror. So I recognize that iridescent chess piece is like one of those like modifiers you could put on one of the characters that changes how they play in the actual game. I'm not gonna know lore implications, so if you're looking for that, go to Hybrid Panda. Hybrid Panda is a great channel that does lots of DVD content and will also have played through this. But for me and myself, I'm here to laugh when people die in stupid ways.
Easy does it.
Search for the missing child. Search for the child missing. Nothing else around here? Not so far. Someone had to go and label every single one of these pallets in chalk. It's not even really a joke. That's just actual nonsense that happens. Whee! Oh my god. The jankiness of putting the flashlight against the wall is kind of zany. I am safe. No one will find me in my hidey hole. So, like, in these Supermassive games, you always kind of unavoidably die at the beginning. So we are basically guaranteed that we're going to have the black guy die first, which is unfortunate. Not that that's a real trope that actually happened. It gets much more made fun of than is real in horror stuff. Friday the 13th afternoon, 14 o'clock to 22 o'clock. Harold Norris, Dennis McCann, Bobby Rivers, Frank Stone, name drop, Lou Osterman, graveyard shift, not applicable, and the real mechanic of these Supermassive games, flipping! Moved Dawkins and Stone off graveyard to pick up the slack. No use running 3 crews with half the manpower. Some fella's gonna have to double up shifts. Told the Lumpkin out front no one's working nights for a while. Good on you for informing the Lumpkin. Anything else? I appreciate that the hints are kind of glowy now instead of just having a little like cell phone blinky light like they used to. That makes it a little easier. Yeah, pull.
Huh?
Employee's personnel record, February 14th. Surname, preferred name, Tifa. Well, I will always refer to you as Fa then. Date of birth, 27. I'm going to assume that's 1927, not 2027. Machinist. Address, Singer Howe, Cedar Hills. 1 charge assault robbery. Sponsor, yearly release. 5 dreams, habilitation. Sponsor, main contact, Dr. R. So Fa's main doctor was R. Do. Gotta knock over the pallet. You will not be able to return. Yeah, I gathered. I'm probably missing like 1 item somewhere in a corner, but that's fine.
That's hardcore.
The heart harshest flame yields the hardest steel. Howard Kinsley Tester. I don't know why I was trying to read that on the actual thing when I could have just been reading the side note. That's because I'm dumb. All right. There are more clues and then a murder.
Hello? Anyone here?
Yes, I know how to run.
Police.
Thank you. Police! A warning ahead of time in case anyone didn't know about Supermassive games. This is gonna get gory. This is gonna get violent and messy when people die. It's not gonna be like adult only level violence, but it's certainly gonna be R-rated. So do that with caution. Oh, I can't knock over that platelet? Fine. Hello? Ooh.
Who's
Goop
there?
noises. I told you, it's goop noises is who's there.
Ugh, smells like death.
Is this forward or is up the stairs forward? I don't want to miss clues. I mean, that's it. They've gotten much better across the history of the company at, like, warning you when you're going to leave a zone. So I don't have to worry quite as much as I used to. The best safety measure is a mindful worker. That's fair. Though, you know, following OSHA's guidelines is also quite handy. Mindful workers. You can vault that. It's not yet. Wow, very maze-like. God, the goop. It's so goop-tacular. Whoop. It's always a good sign when it suddenly transitions into cinematic.
Hey, mister.
That's Officer Green.
Sure. You haven't seen Merlin, have you?
No, sorry. Ah,
You all right there?
yeah, it's just... Jesus, you don't smell that?
Sniffer's out of commission. Got a little too up close and personal with a can of mustard gas back in the trenches.
That'd do it.
It can be a blessing in disguise.
Gotta find out where it's coming from.
What's it smell like?
Death.
Nothing good.
I am predictively going to say, trigger warning, dead dog. I don't know if that's the case, but I highly suspect. Oh, I thought that was glowing like I could pick up that toolbox.
Merlin!
Oh, the dog's not
There you
dead.
are, boy. We wondered where you got to. Come here, boy! Dang Sure would have liked it if you two made proper acquaintance.
God damn it.
Oh, those are people bones. Don't do that! You don't even have gloves on. Just grabbed some poor boy's
You
kidneys.
put this out for him?
Ooh, the Olympics.
It looks like someone else has found his way to your boy's heart. Through his stomach.
It ain't possible. Merlin and me, we're a team. Who'd want to come between a man and his best friend?
The man's other
What's
friend.
Some kind of wiener meat?
Yep, that's wiener meat. Nope, nothing to be worried about here.
Will you look at that? That damn dog? Think that belongs to the boy you're looking for?
There's no proof it does.
But what if...
Do yourself a favor and park that thought. Because all your guesses so far tonight have been way off base.
I didn't mean to be quite that brutal. Gotta remember, it has been a little while. I gotta remember that, like, the tone of voice matters generally more than, like, what the fake quote says. And so it said
What was that
dismissive, and I
sound?
was kind of dismissive of him, which was not what I meant to be.
Stay behind me.
Because even those choices matter. Even those random, just what do you say choices have a difference. Or like, at least occasionally. I'd licks the kick and labu. At least occasionally.
So, what is this thing?
The grate?
Yeah, what is it for?
It's, for the furnace, I think.
You don't know for sure?
Yeah, I work at the mill, not in the mill.
Fair enough. Find something to pry open the grate that you may not step upon.
I need something to pry this open.
Sprinting through the horror. Sprinting through the horror.
That's what I need.
The smoke pipes? Ah, good. One spot where there's no razor wire.
Gotcha.
Whoa, yeah, really grabbed that the first time. Some items can be kept and used later. That was one of the most illegible facts about the previous game that I played with my good friend Gabby.
Stand back.
Is it always X? I got it ages ago, game. Grunts of aggression, grunts of effort.
All right. Take this. Use
You
the
know, we
radio in my
never-
car and call the station.
Established if we have like an actual warrant
where
or
you
anything.
going? You really think that boy's down there?
I don't know, but I got a feeling, and it's not a good feeling. Hey, I'm gonna need you to take this too.
What are you doing?
Make sure
That is
the
not
sheriff gets
proper
this.
chain of evidence.
Oh boy, I don't know.
I need your help here, Tom. I wouldn't ask if I didn't.
I just don't know if I'm made of the stuff, buddy.
They don't call it a higher calling for nothing. You gotta rise to meet it. You can do this.
I'm gonna go die now.
Yeah. I can do this.
Hey. I'm counting on you, Tom Hope.
Paul Holt. You put your faith in Tom, which was a mistake, because actually he's the serial killer. I mean, that evidence is going to mean nothing in court. Hopefully it means they saved the kid and he's not already dead, which he definitely is. But there is no amount of that ear that is getting to see the light of day in a courtroom because of you touching it with your bare hand and then giving it to a non-police officer without signing paperwork or anything.
Damn it.
Oh, my hat. Damn it. Symbols. Someone is engaged in strange rituals? Rituals? I wouldn't have thought of that as a ritual symbol. It looks kind of like someone graffitied a penis, but if you say it's an evil satanic ritual, that seems questionable to me. Can't go in this door. It's very dark without the flashlight. So that's furnace access. That's hat. Anything this way? Oh, hello. Another one of these boxies. Wooden horse. I don't know what it... I know what it is to believe. Through the forest of something, I didn't get a chance to read that in time. I don't see... even though I don't appear to be able to look at it either. No idea.
Damn. It's a maze down here.
I can't sidle anymore. That's too bad. Alright. Let's go down this way. Okay. It appears like all there was the wooden horse I didn't get a chance to read all of the description of. I don't know which killer would be associated with a wooden horse. Like I said, I don't know a lot about Dead by Daylight. I've watched a chunk of play. It's fun. It's a neat little thing. I think their balance team does an awful job, or at least has historically. They may have improved in the few years I haven't really watched as dedicatedly. I'm just here for a good old-fashioned Supermassive game. That's not a door, it's just a wall that looks like a door. Furnace access this way.
Got to be it.
Nothing behind me doesn't look like it. Cinematic shot of us looking at blood. Oh, bones. Bloody bones. The human rib cage. Good for you, man. You should not be okay with this. No one should be okay with this. Why are my options climb over a simple pipe or crawl into the tiniest space imaginable? I'm gonna climb over first. Oh.
Things just get weirder and weirder down here.
That's what the relics are, huh? They're just little statues of the killers from Dead by Daylight? Yeah, good. I'm glad. Honestly, I would have had some very real questions about your character if you'd taken that with you. So, good call to not.
Goddamn small spaces.
I'd be curious what you guys think in chat, those of you watching. Is this a police officer that's being brave and trying to make sure that the kid gets the best shot at rescue, or is this a police officer who is being a dumbass and should have called for help first?
My God.
I know where I stand. Little metal crown or mouth covering. Slow burn to the scary stuff. We've had a spooky dog and a dead child so far. A when the pointer's in the success zone. So that's like Dead by Daylight, and it looks like there's even the perfect success zone. I don't know if that's going to be better or worse. Like, if that's going to be better than the just okay success zone. In DBD, that little white spot is better. You get, like, more progress on whatever you're doing than if you get in the like, darker space afterwards. But both are technically successes. Missing it entirely is a failure. So I don't know if that's also going to be in play here, that like there are even better successes. Hut, 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 hut.
Good Lord. This is hellish.
It's a furnace. That's a cry. That's a baby crying. There's no way that baby's alive. That thing would have been dehydrated by now. Do you know how little water is in that small of a human body? I mean, I feel like they were warning me not to take the ladder with that shot. Whew, those are small. Hey, it's the cutout face part. It's the little crown. Wow, we're not fighting back at all, huh?
Stop!
Got him! Yeah, flashlight blind. Oh, he's got him! By God, he's holding him up above his... Oh, I didn't realize I was impaled. You see, it's a game where the killer hooks up the survivors. You get it? Keep fighting, brother. Oh, Kobe! Kobe! I know enough terms from the game. Kobeing is getting off of the hook by yourself, which is hard. Like, it's rare, but it can happen. Come on! Push farther. Keep trying to save the baby futilely. Okay, it appears like A is always the timing and X is always the mash. Hey! You technically saved the baby. Damn. Like I said, it's gonna get nasty.
Sleep tight, motherfucker.
It's interesting that like our fate sealed was we shot and killed Frank Stone. Oh my god, it's the Mortal Kombat finisher. It seems like it seemed like that could be a twist. Like Frank was actually trying to save the baby and it was bad for us to do that. The entity. Hey. Pull a Zeke.
It's okay. It's okay.
Nice green now that we're outside of the past where everyone spoke in pink. Maleficent Thorns glass. You're sort of staring into the middle distance. Damn, I hate when I misplace the roof of my house. Photo.
Mom.
You both have the same horrifying Joker smile. Good for you.
Mom?
All right. I love surreal horror. Let's go. What's the next dreamlike thing that happens?
None of this is right.
Well, yeah, it's a dream. You see it's more scratched out. You are experiencing guilt over your mother's death. You blame yourself. I don't know I am doing this accent. I was going for German. Fucked it up immediately.
What the?
Oh, upside down door. I love it. I love it. I love surreal stuff. Oh, thank you. Very convenient. Following myself, who is my mom, because this is a dream about guilt. Aha, I can kind of swoosh it around like I'm doing a wine tasting. I feel so free to just be a goofy dumbass because it's this horror game and it's gonna be just talking about dumb things. Like, I don't need to, like, have deeper insights or, like, be quiet because you might miss something deep and thoughtful. It's just a good, silly time. Ooh, underlit by red. We have the killer following us like unto the game. I can't sprint in this reality. We gonna get a heartbeat soon, or squeeze on through? Sidle, sidle, siddle, sidle, sodal, spobbins. Is that a treasure? Oh, it's a television. I don't. Your big breaking TV. Take a quick look around, see if I miss any, like, spot any relics or anything. Doesn't feel like a place where clues would be, but you know.
Mom? What's wrong?
I am a representation of your guilt for killing me when it wasn't really your fault. Why did you let me die?
Everything's all right.
Damn. Okay, I wasn't quite on the dot with my interpretation there, but it's close enough. They got the correct for a plane captain. Oh, good for them. We are gonna take off in the
Get a grip.
grip it and rip it.
She walks these hills in a long black veil.
That's got to be your copyrighted music right there.
She visits
Before
my
it's turned off now.
while the night winds wail.
If I'm being real, I don't know why companies do licensed music at all in the modern era with Twitch and stuff. It just seems like it's more work for stuff that the majority of like viewers and stuff won't actually see.
Stay on the right side of the road. I mean the left. The left side is the right side.
Right now, I don't think there really are sides of that road. Don't read and drive. Augustine Lieber. Oh, that was our hooded figure.
Is that a hitchhiker?
Yeah? So stop? Don't hit him at least. Oh, I mean, we gotta be stupid. We're a horror movie character. We gotta do things that you shouldn't do.
Hi. So, you need a lift?
Reynolds got a flat.
Oh, you're American.
Yeah.
So am I.
Okay. Yeah, so... Do you mind giving me a lift?
Right, sure, of course.
You can drop me off at Garrett Manor. It's just a few miles up the road.
Huh, weird. That's actually where I'm going, too.
So it's not out of your way.
Guess not.
She is just ever so brusque and pointless to talk to, huh? Fate changed. You chose to pick up the hitchhiker.
we're both going to the same place, huh? What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not all that odd, seeing as, you know, we're already pretty close.
Is our
and
hitchhiker
I
a
don't think this
younger,
road
not a
goes anywhere
young, but a
else.
younger actor being aged up
So,
in the CGI?
did you say you were going to Garrett Manor for business, or...?
I did not.
Oh. So, where are you from?
From?
Like, where do you live?
Paris. That's where I'm from, currently. Before that, I was from Amsterdam, Dublin, Milan, Los Angeles, and
Very cool.
Oregon. Once upon a time.
That's
Little town
cool.
called Gravity Falls.
Hey, my mom's from Oregon. Well, one of them is. I always heard it was really nice. Or kind of a shithole, but like a really nice kind of shithole. I mean, I wouldn't know anyway because I've never been. I'm a Big Apple girl, born and raised. Barely even made it north of 14th Street before going off to college.
Here in England?
No, Berlin, actually. Oh, I'm Maddie, by the way.
Linda. It's nice to meet you, Maddie.
Yeah, you too. Even if I was worried you might try to clonk me.
Introduced herself as Linda.
Sorry.
Let's be curious about her. We've got time to explore the manor later.
So what do you do for a living that takes you all over the place?
I'm a filmmaker. I travel
Sick!
a lot for film shoots and festivals and all the other usual Hollywood bullshit.
Oh, wow. I heard that's a real tough kind of job to get.
Easy to get. Hard to keep.
Had to bury a few bodies, huh?
Well, I've had to work real hard to get where I am, but I'd be kidding myself if I didn't also acknowledge there isn't a certain amount of dumb luck to it.
Come on. You don't just dumb luck your way into a successful film career.
Who said she
You're
was
surprised.
successful?
I never would have guessed this is what I'd end up doing with my life.
Sure. Definitely seems like the kind of thing you just end up doing.
Hey, take a look.
I love a game where every single person is definitely a serial killer, you know? They're just all trying to serial
We've
kill
come to
each
the end
other.
of the rainbow.
It'd actually be a really funny horror movie. You could do a really fun horror movie where like 5 different people are all serial killers, all trying to kill each other. In the house of darkness. Year 2024. Oop, frame dropping again. Must be loading things. Nice shot.
This place is definitely a little too,
On the nose?
I was gonna say a little too much like a horror movie.
Exactly.
It's very grandiose.
So, do we just knock or...
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I
doorbell.
And the secret passageway drops and she falls in. Canted angle to increase the tension.
Maybe nobody's home.
This is definitely when I was told to get here.
Me too. Hello? Anybody home?
Very musical. I appreciate it.
It's a good rule of thumb to try every door.
No?
You think?
Well, they're expecting us, aren't they?
No way is it. Do we just go in?
Why are you asking me?
Try
'Cause you're a
every
grown-up.
door.
So are you, Maddie.
Then, here we go. Apparently.
Oh my god, with the grand entryway. Luigi's mansion house. I love it.
Beats me.
Hello?
Let's take a look around.
Hello? We've arrived.
Augustine Lieber. Sure wish I had that flashlight from back in the 19 whatevers. God, I know that they must have created this wholesale, but it reminds me of the layout of so many little horror games. Oh, hey! Okay, so there's all my collectibles of that variety. Does that mean we'll be back here a bunch to be able to, like, check that? Or seems unlikely in this kind of game. As I was saying, this layout reminds me of so many horror games. Oh my god, it's like, is it intentionally the Resident Evil 1 layout? I mean, in the Resident Evil 1 layout, there'd be like a path behind here, but like the two side doors, the path up, and then the upper level. It's really Resident Evil-y. All right, let's explore the upper floor. I love that horror games that end up doing this like dark blue lighting to be scary at night end up looking like they are underwater. It's so good. Okay, so that's one possibility. Was there... Hey, a chess game. We need to put that iridescent chess piece there.
This is kind of freaking me out. It's weird, right?
Arriving at an abandoned mansion with no one to greet you? Yeah, it's a little odd.
So, not this way then.
Okay. That one's the
This
actual
seems a bit more
continue.
lively.
Let's see if the upstairs one is just another locked door or not.
Really digging these creepy cottagecore vibes.
It's really not cottagecore as far as I understand cottagecore. Bruno Stanford III, Esquire, business connoisseur. Business? You're a connoisseur of business. You consume business on the regular. Behind all good ideas is a plan. Behind all great ones is Stan. Ugh. Oh, I'm gonna kill this character.
Looking forward to doing business with you. Huh. That's today.
Al, looking forward to doing business. If you mean what you promise, I'm sure be there will be worth both our whiles. See you the 13th, and please call me Stan. P.S. Got a good number for one of those British black cabs. My usual guy's indisposed, so to speak.
I think we might not be the
I
only
murdered
ones here.
him.
Business connoisseur? He's a snob about business? Yuck.
Yeah, I agree. Who'd have thought the film director and the literary student on the same page about politics? Miss Lieber, I am writing to confirm that, as per your instruction, I have asked the staff to take leave and vacate the grounds ahead of your visitors arriving so that they may die in a hellish game where they're chased down by a murderer. I recall hearing mention that your visitors are all collectors with a shared interest to yourself. If this is the case, would it not be preferable, even desirable, to keep your trusted staff on hand to handle the precious items if required? I recommend myself for this duty, as I would steal them and sell them for myself, and do not consider it below my station. For I would relish the chance to glimpse and handle your precious items. You know, I've known a few people who I would also relish the chance to glimpse and handle their precious items, if you know what I mean. But in the private reliquary, should it be needed, I am only a short drive away, and if called upon, you needn't concern yourself with discretion. In my 3 years of service as estate manager of Garrett Manor, I have proven to be of model reserve, probity, and reliability. I await your response with keen anticipation, your devoted servant, J.F. Grimes.
Hey,
If there was
I think
ever,
I figured out why there's no one here.
ever,
What? Why?
ever
I
a
think they must have
Scooby-Doo villain,
forgot we
it
were
is
coming
J.F.
and went on a
Grimes,
trip
the
or
estate
something.
manager of a mansion who wants to hold the private items.
Do you play?
A little.
I can't play, though. I can just look. Anything sort of this middle space. All right, that's good information. Yotoi. All right, let's progress.
Ladies, hello, welcome.
That's my color. You can't have that shade of purple. That's my shade of
Didn't
purple.
exactly get explicit directions as to what to do once I got here. So,
Yeah, same.
I am so sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Stan.
Grunkle
You
Stan.
Maddie.
Maddie. Beautiful name. Short for Madeline.
Madison, actually.
Ah. Middle name Lexington.
What?
Concord
Good town.
grapes.
The Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. Home to the most beautiful of women and fiendishly desperate of men.
Madison Avenue.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
A fitting name
Oh,
for
let's
such
kill
a
this
lovely lady.
man.
Stan. That wouldn't be short for Stanford, would it?
I see my reputation precedes me. Bruno Stanford III. At your beck and call. But only if you call me Stan.
Bruno it is.
Oh, Stan, this is...
Linda Castle. I am such a huge fan of your work. I'm at a loss for words. I am just humbled by your presence.
Okay. Sure.
Bruno Stanford III. At your beck and call. Only if you call me Stan.
Bruno it is.
Sure.
Truly an honor. Truly.
Wow, I didn't realize you were, like, famous.
Famous construct, and I'm not.
Oh no, there I would.
I'm not a
Your
construct.
modesty
I am a
is only
human.
outweighed by your incredible body of work. Living and dying by the light of the moon, transcendent. Blood on the brain, mandatory. Forgotten flesh. I don't even know where to begin.
All right. Okay.
Miss Castle, you are the quintessential countercultural cinematic icon of our times.
I appreciate the kind words. I just didn't expect them here.
Wow, so you're really the quintessential counter-culture icon.
Wait, didn't you two come here together?
Oh,
Well, only kinda.
No, I mean, yeah, we drove in together, but only the last couple miles.
I had some car trouble.
I see.
It really doesn't
I'm sorry,
sound like
I
she
thought
makes
that you were Miss
avant-garde
Castle's
film. It really
assistant.
sounds like she just makes
Nope, just me. Wait,
nasty
should I be flattered
counter-culture
or
horror
insulted by
shit.
that?
Oh, well, I didn't mean.
I'm just flattered you think I have an assistant.
I'm sure if you did, she would not be nearly as charming as Miss Avenue.
Your last name is Avenue?
No.
What? Did I miss something?
Only that we are at a loss at what to do in the absence of our host, wherever they may be.
I guess we should keep looking around. I mean, why not at this point?
If they're going to leave doors unlocked with
something out
hidden
for
lore
us.
collectibles, I mean, might as well.
What do you do, Stan?
Gilgamesh.
Oh, I won't bore you with all the details, but it involves money and fast cars and trading.
A bit of like bedtime
But nothing
reading.
illegal, obviously.
Tablet 5, the slaying
obviously.
of Humbaba. If it doesn't interrupt us, which I don't think it will, Epic Gilgamesh, like the oldest European writing we have. It's like one of the oldest written stories in existence. The character of Gilgamesh is looking for immortality, is like the famous quest. So unless we learn anything more specific here, those are the themes we want to be looking at with that. My friend Humbaba, guardian of the forest, grind up, kill, pulverize, and destroy him before the preeminent god Enlil hears, and the gods are full of rage at us. Enlil is in Nippur, Shamash is in Sipar. Erect an eternal monument proclaiming how Gilgamesh killed Humbaba. They tied together a raft. Enkidu steered it. Enkidu is a friend of Gilgamesh's. They fought and then became good friends, which both sounds kind of like dudes, but also kind of sounds a little gay, so read carefully, Norman. Study close what Enkidu tells Gilgamesh. He saw beyond Humbaba's pleas for clemency, recognized sparing the demon would undo the hero's righteously won victory, that only violent demonstration would stir the watching gods. There's no room in mercy and the pursuit for mercy in the pursuit of glory. The heavens are not open to the champion that shows restraint. Okay, so Dead by Daylight rules. There's an entity that collects killers and has them perpetually play over and over again games with survivors. It also collects because the entity feeds on like pain and suffering. So we see here someone trying to attract the attention of the entity, basically, through violence. I'm so much more awake and literary when I've been teaching. I just wish that I also had time for anything when I was teaching. Grab, pull.
Huh. Movie poster inside a cabinet. Interesting choice.
Means it's probably valuable.
Hey, either of you heard of murder mill?
Either of you?
Holy shinobi. You're kidding, right?
Oh my
No.
god, this stupid dork. Don't
Not
make
the
me
only
actually
one
think he's a
around here who's
likable
familiar
dork.
with it.
Wait. This is one of yours?
It's one of the first things I ever worked on. Super low budget. We had no idea what we were doing. Should never have seen the light of day. I still wish it hadn't.
Why?
You gotta get your early work out there,
Things tend to get
even if it's
blown out of
imperfect.
proportion.
I heard it was only screened a few times, and each time the audience flew into a rabid, murderous rage.
No, come on.
Don't try and deny it. The film is legendary.
I think people were just bored out of their minds.
Look, I'm sure they made you sign all sorts of non-disclosure agreements, like
What? Who?
the government, when they confiscated and destroyed every
Oh
existing copy of the film.
no. Never mind, it's
I
still
heard they kept
Bruno.
at least one, just in case. The CIA's got this secret lab called Leary's Memorial Institute where they use it for enhanced interrogation.
How do you know all this?
I'm a fan. And it pays to know this kind of stuff.
Business connoisseur and raving lunatic.
Is that supposed to happen?
I don't know, but I am digging the theatrics.
Is this our host? And where are our two others, I assume?
I see you three have wasted no
I
time.
mean, probably
getting
only one
acquainted
more,
with each
because
other.
4 would be the right.
I'm so very sorry for the delay in my arrival. There are a great many things that require my attention at the moment, and I would hate to have to deprive you of my full attention while we are together.
Ah, yes. And speaking of needing attention,
All dried up, are we? We can't have that. After all, you're far too capable of a negotiator when you're sober.
and twice that when I'm not.
Madison, would you also like a refreshment?
It's just Maddie.
Oh, my mistake. Maddie it is.
Oh, it's fine.
Nonsense. Never be shy about what you call yourself. Your name is who you are. That's important to remember.
Trans rights!
Who are you?
I call myself Augustine Lieber.
Nice to meet you, Augustine Lieber.
Now that we are properly introduced, I must again offer you a drink.
Let's stay sober.
No, that's okay.
You sure? It's very good.
I can confirm.
Yeah, flying and drinking doesn't agree with me. Thanks, though.
It might mean that we're
I know
more
it's
sober
been quite
during a
long
dangerous
journey
part,
if you want to
or
come here
it might
today.
mean that we
I
can't
hope,
quite
despite that, you'll
live through the
find
pain
it'll
as,
all be worth
as
the
easily.
effort.
Guess that's up to you now, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Well, I'll show you mine. Do show me yours.
Aren't we a bit eager? Manners, Mr. Stamford. Not all of us are caught up yet.
Brass tacks, Augustine. I did not come all this way just for drinks.
What's in there?
Look, I don't know what you two have come to sell her, but I just happen to have one of the most sought-after pieces of rare cinematic ephemera to ever hit the market.
Huh.
Well, that right there is the only surviving segment of film from the original camera shot celluloid of one Murder Mill. The earliest known work of a certain noted auteur.
And I just dumped it in a bowl.
Should be worth a small fortune.
So I'm told.
Well, it would have been if we'd preserved it properly.
Hate to burst your bubble.
Damn it. There goes its one-of-a-kind value.
Not quite.
I never knew what it was from. You told me I had to bring this to you in person if I wanted to make it.
I will keep the promises I made to you. All of you.
What if I don't want to sell?
Well, that would be your choice. But after 40 years of pain, why would you choose to live with more? I have to apologize again, but there are urgent matters I must attend to in my private reliquary. You're welcome
the
to
private
continue
reliquary.
To make yourselves at home until I return.
I really think we need to finish discussing.
All in due course.
So she wants
This
to own.
castle.
Let's assume that all of us, however many there are, probably 4, given that it's usually 4 survivors to a killer in Dead by Daylight, have different sections
so
of the
close.
original film, and she wants
I
to put
could
it back
feel
together.
the entity's force, its power pulsating through the steel mill.
It's a very phallic
Until Sam
forge.
Green's petty act of bravado ruined everything. The ritual disrupted. My key mangled. Yet Frank Stone didn't die that night. His essence was seared into the very foundations of the mill. An endless, agonized nightmare. I had to find the right means to awaken him.
You just don't get it, do you?
Love the
You
film
think we're
grain.
weak? That we're nothing? You make me sick. There's just one thing you bastards will just never understand. You can tie us up. You can torture us. You can put us through every hellish trial your sick imaginations can come up with. But you'll never defeat our spirit. No, no, no. My sister? Oh, God. All I have to do is betray my own sister.
All right, this is like role player level acting. This is not movie level acting.
God damn you! God damn you for forcing me to make this impossible choice!
Oh, I mean, we're playing the hero, of course.
You fail to see what truly makes us human. I'd rather die 1,000 miserable deaths than betray someone I love. My answer is no. And there is nothing you can do to change my mind. All right, you alien scum. Do your worst. I can take it. What is that? What are you doing?
This is so goofy. This is so goofy. I'm mesmerized. Oh, please have like the fakest blood effects.
And cut.
How's that?
That was amazing.
Fucking terrible. What is wrong with
like
you?
too much?
No way.
Because I felt like maybe I oversold it a little.
You gotta play
Oh.
the cheap seats, Jaime. That's where the money is.
Rad.
How did we do, Linda? Was that a good one?
Let me check the gate.
Is
Check
Linda
the gate out
supposed to
with
look like
surprise.
Pearl from like the
No,
recent
actually,
horror movie?
The lens doesn't come off, so.
Somebody just wanted to show off all the fancy new crap they learned from the film production books in the library.
I'm just trying to take the craft seriously.
The craft! Jeez Louise.
So, are we good or what?
Yeah. I mean, it looked great.
How did the blood gag look?
Well,
Linda, you did get the blood gag, didn't you?
I mean, it's
A
really
little
all
bit.
about how Jaime sells it.
I did really sell it.
Yeah, but did you get any of it in frame?
You kind of see it splash up in Jaime's face a little.
Linda! I told you I wanted a wide close-up that shows off our super cool bloody arm gag and Jaime's face acting, not just an extreme shot of Jaime's face acting.
I was in the moment. I have to be allowed
The
to
moment,
express
the
my
moment.
artistic instincts with the camera too.
Not if you weren't the cinematographer. If you're just the camera person, you
And
got
there's no
nothing.
such thing as a wide close-up
Or an extreme shot.
or face acting. It's just acting.
Does anyone even care that I'm the director?
Oh boy. Immediately I have to choose between them, huh? I literally immediately I have to choose. I choose Linda.
Of course. Chris, you're the director. But, like, part of the job is working with people you trust, and I trust Linda's judgment on the camera stuff, you know?
Let's just shoot both versions and then we can see which way works better in the edit.
Perfectly
And
reasonable.
it'll be my way. Because I'm the director. Hold still, let me clean you off.
We'll get it on this one.
If we don't, you can
Wow,
just
the
make it
blood
up to
just
me in the
magically
trailer
vanished.
after the shoot. Yeah. Oh, it's like spearmint cough syrup.
Yeah, all my gagging was kind of real.
Worth it.
You guys want me to leave?
All right. On your feet, people. Everybody back to one. We're going again. We are going again. Okay, sound speeds.
Camera speed.
Jesus.
All right, everybody settle. And hold. And hold. And action.
No, dude, that is not good.
What do you think you're doing in here?
Oh.
Oh.
Hi, Mr. Green.
Sam.
Sheriff.
Sheriff. Right. Sorry.
How many times have I told you to stay away from this place?
We were just in the middle of a take.
A take?
For our film production.
You can't shoot a movie in here.
But this is where the
There's a lot more characters than I was gonna guess.
This is a condemned steel mill, Mr. Rivera. And you are trespassing. Now, unless you want to spend the night locked up in jail, I suggest you, Miss Castle, and Miss...
Dixie. Ms. Tammy D. Dixie.
Miss Gordon.
Totally believing
Miss
it.
Christine Gordon. I suggest you immediately vacate the premises. And you do not, under any circumstances, set 1 foot back here in the Cedar Steel Mill. Ever.
He's pretty passionate about this.
Sheriff Green, sir, with all due respect, we almost got this.
This is
thing
how I play, by the way.
entirely
I
in the
role
can,
play it
and
pretty
if we get our
heavily.
last
I
few
try to play
shots here in our
to the
main location,
characters.
we're gonna have to scrap the whole thing.
Then you're just gonna have to scrap the whole thing.
All right, then arrest us.
What?
Arrest us for trespassing.
Linda.
Linda, come on. I know I'm just Robert's dad, but I'm still a cop. And you gotta start taking me seriously. Because you really, really cannot be here.
Why do you care so much?
I thought it was abandoned.
Yeah, it's not like we're looting the place.
It's not safe.
Being abandoned is not the
Go home.
issue.
We've only got like
It is
3 more little scenes,
condemned.
and then we're done.
Well, I don't think you're gonna be doing any more filming today. Not with that.
Fair enough.
What the hell crawled up his ass?
No, he's not so bad.
Trauma?
Usually.
We're not
Murdering?
gonna do what he says, right? Really?
We can figure out how to finish the movie when we get back to the garage.
Music. Music.
All wrapped out, sir.
So how is this all going to tie together then?
Now, don't you try and
I
pull
mean,
any fast ones on me.
Obviously, we're coming
I'll be
back to the
watching.
mill
Yes, sir.
because that's where Frank Stone's like ghost or whatever is going to be to kill us. Keep them hooked. That's a really pretty shot. I liked that. 3, a curiosity on Main Street. All right, out of the junky ass van. Vans are cool. Stupid bumper sticker.
Ugh, what a complete and utter disaster.
Correct.
So dramatic.
It's not like we've got a real deadline.
Ugh, who needs a real deadline when every wasted second brings you closer and closer to your ultimate, cosmic, eternal deadline?
You're too blonde for this.
I like it. Hey, what are these?
Oh, I got those for us all to wear when we shoot. Surprise.
Wait, you guys are both acting. So it'll just be me?
So you'll be like our ambassador.
Yeah, not a chance.
I'd much rather be wearing my
I still haven't taken the
overalls.
film out yet.
Thought it was broken.
Well, yeah, the lens is cracked, but the footage is still good. Unless, you know, you open it.
Whatever.
We got some good stuff today.
Why?
Glass half full.
What is her thing
let me
if she
be
doesn't
upset.
understand a single aspect of film?
Doesn't Sheriff Green have anything better to do with his time?
No,
go after
because
actual
a
criminals and
ghost
shit?
murderer
Cedar
is
Hill's not
there.
exactly a noted hotbed of criminal activity.
That's not entirely true. There was that whole serial killer thing.
Hold up, what now? When was this?
I was just a baby. I don't really know anything about it.
Oh, you're still just a baby.
And you still don't know anything.
Now, be a good little baby and tell me all about this whole serial killer business.
I know some stuff.
Spill it, lady.
For starters, I think that's
Lady?
why Sheriff Green doesn't want us to go in the steel mill.
Oh yeah, that's where it all went down.
So you do know stuff. And you held back, you traitor.
Yeah, because I knew you'd get all like this.
Hell yeah, I would, Linda. Tell me about this
Like
serial
this, with your
killer.
boobs jiggling.
Well, that's where it all ended. But before that, there was a whole string of disappearances. Kidnappings, really. Murders.
So what was this guy's name? Maybe we should write him into the movie.
Oh, I don't know if we...
Frank Stone.
Huh. So Frank Stone was actually killing people in the steel mill?
She didn't even know this, and she
our
was
steel
filming
mill,
here.
where we were just shooting like an hour ago?
That's the theory.
Frank was working at the mill, but I think it was on its last legs by then. Probably not a lot of people around. They shut it down right after.
So Chris is Linda, right? Am I crazy? Is that where we're going? Is that this is the past when they originally filmed Murder Mill, and that was why it was introduced herself as Linda or whatever? And we're gonna have like multiple timelines of events here. Let's try and learn.
Who were the victims?
Just people. Some from the town. Some were never identified.
The killings were random. There was no pattern.
Like, how many are we talking?
No one knows for sure.
Because they never found the bodies.
They found parts.
Do you know what this means?
That way you need a new location?
No, dummy. That we already have
Dummy.
the best location.
How do you...
Think about it. Our movie shot in a real-life murder mill? You can't buy that kind of publicity, Buster.
Oh.
People are actually going to want to see this thing. We're going to be, like, totally famous.
Okay, sure. We might get some butts in seats, but like, what if they don't like what they see?
Then we just got to make sure these last couple of scenes are going to blow the top of their heads off. Fuck, but not if our fucking camera is fucking broken.
Hey, why don't we just take the camera to the drugstore and see if we can get it fixed?
So,
Yeah, the drugstore is known for
thing
repairing
is,
cameras.
I kind of spent the rest of the budget on the t-shirts. Unless you know of anybody looking to get into film finance, we're kind of shit out of luck.
Puedes castigar, papá. No tengo 16 años y ya no vivo en esta casa. What? You want a piece of me too?
I think she's my new favorite.
Hey, you okay? What's up?
Nothing, it's fine.
Didn't sound fine.
As soon as Mom got sick, I dropped everything in my whole life in New York to come home and help. And all he does is act like I'm not doing enough. It's like he doesn't even care what I had to give up.
I'm sure he's just worried about Mom.
Yeah, so am I. That's why I'm here. The least he could do is try not to ground me like I'm 16.
Totally. What is he thinking, right?
Could have tried
I
to
guess
maybe
we
a
just
little
needed to
convincing
blow
there.
off some steam.
Actor.
I get it.
The last thing Mom needs is for us to be screaming at each other.
It's true. Yeah, And you've been doing an incredible job. I mean,
My
I
God,
don't know
dude.
what we
Try
do
to
now.
sound even a little sincere.
Uh-oh.
What?
Linda, where's the Jaime bell?
Ring, ring.
It's the Jaime bell?
My darling brother has the tendency to lay it on a little thick whenever he's about to ask for a favor.
No, I'm just speaking from the heart.
Okay. What do you need from me?
Well, we're making this movie, and we're so close to finishing, but we just need a little extra bit of money.
Of course you do. What else is new?
What Jaime's trying to say is our camera got busted today, and we need a few bucks to get it fixed.
Ouch.
Her hair keeps darting in and out of reality, I think.
How much do you need?
Just like $10.
So, let's say hypothetically, I help you out. What do I get out of this? You gonna make me a producer or something?
Sure. Of course.
That's just as easy as putting a name in the credits.
Bonnie Rivera.
Associate producer is a bullshit fake credit.
Linda.
Okay, yeah, I don't really give a shit about having a credit on your movie. So, maybe if you actually have something real to offer?
Let's not immediately weaponize this against our sister. The first character, well, not the first character I like, but the first character among
All
these
right,
three
fine.
that I really like.
You can borrow my van all week. What?
Dude, I wouldn't be caught dead in that thing.
Vans are cool. Everybody wants to drive a van.
No, try again.
Fred from
If I may
Scooby-Doo
offer
told me.
suggestion, Jaime, why don't you take over some of Bonnie's chores?
Enticing.
Oh, man.
All of my chores, no complaints.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I think we got a deal.
Wise decision.
Don't try and weasel out of it either.
Why does her face look like it's not matching as well as everyone
Pleasure
else's?
doing business with you.
Pleasure's all mine. You all right there? You're looking a little, wiggly.
I'm fine. It's just, what is in that fake blood?
Uh-oh.
Just mint-flavored real blood.
Oh, it did say to avoid any prolonged skin contact. You washed it all off, like, right away, right?
You don't think it's, like, actually poisonous, do you?
I mean,
It's a horror movie,
not
Jaime.
dangerously.
Anyone could go? Yeah, anytime! Hopefully there's enough time to fix the camera before they close tonight.
I'm not sure the
Kill
drugstore
me.
clerk will even know how to fix it.
Hey, think positive.
It's not like there's anywhere else in town we could take it.
What?
What about there?
I thought that place was condemned.
Guess they got a new tenant.
Says magical convenience
There was
store
a place like that near my
cursed.
grandfather's house. The owner used to tinker with all sorts of old
Says
junk.
needful things.
You never know.
I bet they have some rad old junk, too.
Your call, Chris.
I mean, we have to go to the cursed curiosity shop. That's just, come on.
Why not? I certainly am curious regarding said shop. Eh?
Yes, I get it.
Kill me.
Lead the way.
Try the curiosity store first.
Man, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this place looks like it's been here forever.
And a
It
half.
it really is just
Maybe
like an
just
old
run
west
in.
saloon.
Don't tempt me.
What if the owner's a deranged serial killer who collects wayward teenagers and turns them into antiques?
What do you think this is? A horror game?
Check out the wares.
Ooh, cameras.
These look like they've seen better days.
Well, yeah, it's an antique curiosity
I'm
shop.
not gonna put the best ones in the window. I gotta look inside.
They are gonna put the best ones in the window. That's explicitly
too
what they're
bad.
gonna do.
So much for that. We can still head up the drugstore before it closes.
And what is it you're looking for?
Hello. Hello? We saw the cameras. We're trying to find a replacement for this.
Of course you are. Please. Come on inside.
Let me grab the butcher knives.
Now, let me see. I think I have something that may interest you, if I can find it out back. Please make yourselves at home.
Okay.
And be sure to have a look around. You never know what treasures you might find.
Make ourselves at home? Here?
I don't know. I think it's kind of cozy. In a failed capitalist state kind of way.
You're a little early for that kind of mentality, but I'm here for it.
No, maybe this one. Where did I put
Same thing, huh? Okay, so that collection's going to be traveling through time with us. Oh my god! It's the mask. It's the Huntress's mask.
Cute bunny.
Oh, I love it. I've wanted a scary bunny mask for years.
Whoever
Dear
owned this place
Mr.
before
Olson,
had some lousy luck.
this letter will serve as a to confirm the agreement regarding the sale of Ned's Nutty Net Knacks. Ugh. All relevant legal paperwork has just been signed, and you should receive payment by month's end. My client also wanted to extend their sympathies to your recent hardships. If there's any lesson that can be drawn from this, it's that fire, theft, and causality are not things that only happen to other people. Hopefully moving on from Cedar Hills will give you some distance from your bereavement after all time is a great healer. And perhaps one day you will find it in yourself to adopt another cat. So this guy murdered his cat in a fire? If I'm reading between the lines correctly?
Let's say, hypothetically, she does find a camera for us back there. What's the next move?
See what it costs.
We need to finish this sucker.
Well, except the mill. Sheriff Green's gonna have his eyes glued to the front gates. No way we can get back in again.
Go through the back gates.
There's got to be another way into the mill. We have to finish. We have to.
I love that display. That's great. Little poltergeist floating chairs display. Crow. I don't know if that's supposed to be the artist or not.
Surely there's something that can help us amongst all this junk.
Oop. Was that just the... Yeah, that was just the Huntress's mask. Oh, hey! It's,
I don't know what that is, but it looks painful.
God, one of the killer's weapons. Is that the invisible guy? I don't remember. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, okay. Little smile button. Naked mannequins. Television from the dream.
Who would want to watch this creep fest?
I mean, probably the same audience that would want to watch a horror movie made in an actual murder mill. Do you know anything about what you're doing? Footage reel. Strange music? Was that the television? Aha!
Imagine cuddling up to that at night.
Looks like I missed a relic already. So that's unfortunate. It's fine. We're not collecting everything. We never do. It's not the point. The point is not to collect everything the first time. It's just to enjoy the game. Was that you, television? Were you doing the weird noise? Alright. That moves us forward, so let's look at this locked door that I assume is just going to be locked, but let's check it out. Yeah. Anything else? I think that's all the hallways and such. Can I go behind here? Neat that they gave me the option. Well, let me deal with my cat real quick, and then I will bing this bong. Bing bong.
She comes running out straight at us with a giant chainsaw. I'm getting,
Oh, so bummed.
out.
You're in luck. A very
It
fine
ages
item
anyone you
indeed.
record to death within 2 weeks.
Whoa. May I?
Smash!
I insist.
It's pretty old. Possible we could make it work, but it's not exactly what we had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
How much are you asking for it?
Oh, there's a tiny little price tag on it, but I seem to have forgotten my reading glasses. Why don't you take a
Your
look?
eternal soul.
$10.
We've got the $10. Let's not be a dick about it.
Okay, sure. I think that seems reasonable for something like this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for finding us a camera.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. It truly is such a joy to see young people so passionate about the arts.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know
us.
what happened as she was bobbing her head around, but my headphones went wild with the sound there.
Wait, guys. Oh, I'm such a moron. I told my mom I'd pick up some milk on the way home.
Oh, do you want me to...
Hold this. Be right back.
Wait, Chris, we just spent all the money.
Emergency sock order.
Emergency sock order?
Cursed movies?
Do you-
Really?
What
Must
do
be
you
a slow
not...
news day.
Do you not know anything about the field you ostensibly are trying to be... Like, there's this whole thing about cursed movies. There are those films that have been lost over time, which in their absence have developed an aura of mystery. These lost movies have fascinated film historians and conspiracy theories alike, not because they wish to marvel at the performances of the actors or craft of the director, because they believe that whatever remnants of the footage they can cobble together, they can gain a glimpse into a darker reality realized only by the camera. Most associated with the production have distanced themselves from the rumors around Dean's disappearance. This is a totally different article then? The most persistent of which is that the surviving footage of any scene involving Dean, one never fails to observe a strange rolling fog in the desert background. Perhaps there really was something lurking in the desert, waiting for its moment to come forth and claim the film star for its own twisted machinations. The Entity. It continues to be, it's just following us around. That's real weird. Oh, hey! Found another one. Waterlogged shoe. 4 names, 4 trials. She tells me not to rush. Steal that from the store before I get the milk. Fear trap. Well, I can't play that unless it doesn't cost a quarter because I need to buy the milk. So maybe that would have been the benefit of trying to argue down the price. Would have been being able to get both.
I could so find a place for these in Murder Mill. If we had any cash to spare, which we absolutely
That's
do
what's
not.
going to matter. Okay. So yeah, it's what you spend your extra money on. Can I play this without it costing me a quarter? This is just Space Invaders, huh? I don't know why I'm doing this. I almost certainly shouldn't be. It seems like a tremendous waste of time. Got that one, got that one. Why am I doing this? Now observe as I fire upwards through our own shields. This is way easier than the actual game. Oh, come on. Some of those should have hit. Come on, I don't want to do this. Why is there a full game of Space Invader on here? If I don't get some kind of reward after wave 3, I'm going to assume that there's not a reward. That may be stupid, but I don't want to have to spend like 12 levels seeing what happens if I keep playing Space Invaders when I could be playing my horror game. I'm out. Peace. Enjoy dying. Oop.
Another missing kid.
Benny Baker.
I hope they're found.
That might be useful. Big American flag. Really feels like I could have just grabbed the milk and walked out.
Wait, I thought you worked at the library.
How would you know? Don't think I ever saw you come in.
I got spies everywhere, man.
So, Linda.
Busted.
You can always come in yourself, you know. Books don't bite.
Linda's the bookworm.
Idiot.
I'm more of a movie worm.
I don't think that's a real kind of worm.
Neither's a bookworm.
Actually, whatever.
So we're about to close in like 2 minutes, so...
Oh, right, yeah.
Scotty.
Ring me up.
All right, that'll be 25 cents.
Okay.
Yeah, you sure don't see coin like this working in the library. Actually, you don't see any coin. It's volunteer hours.
Really?
Not so bad if you like to read, I guess.
True. We've got a rad horror section, too.
Didn't know you were a horror guy. Just books?
Movies, comics, too. Whatever I can get my hands on.
You know, Jaime and Linda and I are all making a horror movie down at the old Cedar Steel Mill.
No kidding.
We could always use an extra hand if you're into that kind of thing.
Super into it.
But...
Does my dad know you're
Yes!
going into the mill? He watches that place like a hawk.
Yeah, we had a little run-in with him today, but we're gonna sneak back in to shoot the rest.
Man. I would love to be involved.
Involved in what?
Hey, Dad. Yeah, Chris was just telling me about a...
We're putting together a fundraiser.
to show movies at the library.
Oh, God, I'm gonna have to kick him out again, huh?
You need a ride home?
Oh, yeah. Let me just get my bag.
So you're gonna sneak back in?
Chris, I'm sorry I was a little harsh with you and your friends before. I just wanted to make sure you're taking me seriously.
I get it. They told me about Frank Stone. Gotta be a lot of demons in a place like that.
You spend enough time in my line
Shooting
of work,
Frank Stone.
you realize every place has got its demons. You ready? Take care.
I can get you back into the mill without him knowing.
That's a sudden jump in personality.
Let's make a movie.
Some nice creaking. Is anything gonna happen?
I have worn many masks over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned, professional, and trusted. Frank Stone confided in me, allowed me to unlock his potential during those dark days in the psychiatric ward. And now, a new guise.
Okay, so she actually was, in fact, the...
A new chance.
I was gonna joke, but she actually does magically
Giving
be
them the camera, I admit, was
person who
unfair,
owns the
even
thing.
for me. They couldn't know what power they held in their hands, nor what cruelty awaits them in the steel mill. But what true creator wouldn't suffer?
All right,
for their
layers of
art?
fear. That seems like a good place for us to end it for today. That seems like a nice dramatic ending for this one. So I am going to call it there. Thank you guys for joining me. I will be working through this in chunks at the same time as I will be working through Chicory in some chunks. Lots of much lower effort editing these days because I am very busy with schoolwork, but I want to keep the channel up and running. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!